From inside Lone Depot Park in Miami, Florida, we've got open-air baseball for you on the show. It's the Arizona Diamondbacks taking on the Miami Marlins. Here's the center fielder, Dane Myers. Ground ball could be 2. Over to Perdomo. That's 1. Plenty of time at first. That's a double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Meyer back to work. That one ripped. Gone! Big dog's gotta eat. That'll fire up the dugout. His 32nd of the year, and we're all square. It's 1-1. And just like that, his home run streak is up to 6.
Well, he's an absolute machine, working really well at the plate right now. He just can't miss every time he swings. Lightning fast hands to be able to hit that velocity fastball on the inside part of the plate. In my experience, when you're looking out over the plate, allowing the ball to travel, it's pure reaction to hit a pitch in that location. That's a tremendous swing.
On the ground, 2 ball. Here's Marte for 1. 2 gone as they hit into their second double play in the first 4 innings. Back here in Miami, now here is Pops Peters. He dives, but he can't make the catch. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Go ahead run on base. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo. The tag, and got him at second. To the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 3 runs. So bases loaded with 1 away. Dane Myers, the next up for the Marlins. On the ground, a second, might be 2. Over to Perdomo. That's 1. Double play. They can't seem to break. So 2 down, and now the first baseman, Pops Peters. Out towards right center field, Myers. Sizing this one up. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that is that. Peters extended the hitting streak in this one. Collected a couple of hits. One of them left the yard.
Well, he definitely made a difference for him in this one. Nice effort to contribute to the win.
Pops Peters ready to put on a show, playing as the league leader. Dane Myers will hit next. Ground ball left side. Off balance feed. There's 1. Relay to first. Double play.
Oh man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Next to hit for Arizona, Pops Peters. He's a major topic of conversation, the rare 2-way player at the big league level. It's pretty early on in his major league career, but it's driving a lot of excitement around the game.
Yeah, Boog, hard to not get excited about a player with this much athleticism, this much talent. Just such a rare thing in baseball. And you know, just about every front office is watching him and dreaming of having their own guy like him in the organization.
Puts it away for the out. 1 out, base is empty. Agustin Ramirez digs in now. Swing and a pop-up. Peters settles underneath it. Makes the catch for the out. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Garrett back to work. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He flexes his power with that swing. His second home run of the series, and they tack on to their lead. It's 4-1. And the streak is alive. He's homered now in 7 straight.
Who does this guy think he is? Joey Votto or something? Man, that's ridiculous. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Peters launched a homer in his most recent game. That's ripped. Base hit. Headed for the plate. The throw in. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Well, it's pretty difficult to throw a base runner out at the plate.
Is empty with 2 away. And up next for Miami, Xavier Edwards. On the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Miami down in order. Man at first, nobody out. And at the plate for Miami, Kyle Stowers. And a sac bunt here. Peters. He's in there.
Sometimes you can get a little too aggressive trying to cut off that lead run and try to make something happen that really isn't there. Got to take that sure out at first base. Not sure what happened right there in terms of communication.
So up next, Pops Peters. He's already homered in this game.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
There's a swing and a drive. And that gets down in the corner. 1 run is in. Moreno around third. The relay throw. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. So a run on 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. Last half of the Peters had a sensational showing in the win. Put together 3. It's 1 of them a home run.
Well, they may want to change how they approach him next time because he was just incredible in this one. He looked like a
Pops Peters getting ready. He's on an absolute tear this season. So 2 down. Now here is Pops Peters. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Coming home. He will score. Relay to third. That ups his hitting streak to lucky number 13.
The Baker's dozen, Boog, and it doesn't seem like a huge number, but anytime you get to the point where you've hit in every game for almost 2 weeks straight, that's a sign of what kind of rhythm you're in.
So a runner at third, 2 men out. Now it's the shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo. In the dirt, nice job behind the plate.
You don't want to run yourself out of an inning, so it's got to clearly get far enough away from the catcher. If you're the runner at third, think about scoring.
And here it comes. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Berger. And makes the grab. And that'll do it. Runner at second, 2 down. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. High bounce, takes it over the fence. That's an automatic double. And a run comes in to score.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the...
Runner breaks for third. Norby tosses to first. They limit the damage here. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors. Peters went deep in his most recent game. That one is absolutely belted. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. Coming home. He'll score.
He has had such a good day today. I don't think he's going to want to leave when it's over.
Couple of doubles today for the DH. So runner at second, 2 down. Perdomo now at the plate. The 1-0. Runner takes off in the dirt. No throw. He steals third easily. Two outs.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if they'll walk you.
Micah Pries waiting to hit for the D-backs. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Well, just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Norby tosses to first. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. Left stranded, but they do push across one. So now here's the DH. Pops Peters. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And he's got a double. 4th hit of the night for him. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. Ground ball right side. He steps on the bag. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Peters had a great showing in the win. Collected 3 RBIs for that.
Such a tremendous effort at the dish. Not every game is going to be like this one, so you need to enjoy it when it's happening.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Arizona Diamondbacks going up against the Atlanta Braves. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And Singy, we're going to see a nice little win streak put to the test today.
Yeah, these guys are really firing on all cylinders right now. And to me, the important thing is that they're doing the little things well. They're not just relying on home runs or big plays.
Back here with my pal Singy. Now the starting pitcher in this one. Pops Peters. How about a report on him, Chris?
Well, he's been a real quality starter for his club. And coming into this one, what stands out for me is that right-handed hitters have really struggled, batting below 200 on the year. It seems that they have a hard time picking up his release point and tracking the ball into the zone. So we'll see how right-handers do against him in this one.
Swinging a foul out of play. Peters, 22 years old, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. in there for a strike at the top of the zone.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
The batter now, Kevin Newman. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. That one in there across the letters. One out, base is empty. And a swing and a miss. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Ronald Acuna Jr. in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. That's a strike, and the count even 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. 2 outs, base is empty. Goes down looking for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side in the first. End of 1. And we're still scoreless. 1 down. Next is the designated hitter, Pops Peters.
So easy to look at the big boys in this lineup, but he has been a pleasant surprise all season long.
Out towards right center field. Harris racing after it. And there are 2 down. Back here in Atlanta, we head to the bottom of the second. Down to third baseman, Austin Riley. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Got him. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Singy, you look at the sequence right there. 3 pitches, all hard stuff up in the zone. It's another example of the way pitchers like to attack hitters in the sport today.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you can execute those pitches and not leave them in the middle part of the zone, those are tough pitches to do much with. They're just tough to get on top of, and a lot of times they have that rising appearance we talk about so much. Pretty much blew him away right there.
Hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Ozzie Albies in the box now as he leaves that one up high.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
Swings and misses. 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Cracks his bat and pops him up. Freeze makes the catch, inning over. Offense held in check there. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. And that one fouled off. Fought off foul. And a swing and a miss. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that hasn't at some point succumbed to that pitch right there. It just looks like it's in the zone the entire way, and then the top spin and gravity take over in the blink of an eye, and it's just such a tough pitch to lay off of.
That's in there, and it's 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. Here's Jared Kelenic. And first offering is fouled off.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. It's an immaculate inning.
All he's saying, who needs the defense? An immaculate inning. 3 strikeouts, 9 pitches. We just witnessed something really special.
Runner at second here, 1 gone. In the air, left side. Kelenic settles underneath it. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up middle the other way with some.
Harris, the former Rookie of the Year, 25 years old. He's been on a terrific run at the plate, hitting over 350 in his last 10. Harris stands in now and watches strike 1. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Thomas sizing this one up, puts it away for the out. 1 up, 1 down. Kevin Newman next up for the Braves. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
These hitters have come out ready to swing the bats early in the count and swing it often. If you want to score some runs, have an offensive explosion, that can be a route to doing it.
And 1 and 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr.
Ronald Acuna Jr.
First pitch, and he just misses. The Braves yet to pick up a hit here. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A massive home run, and they've got their first run. It's 2-1.
He just sparked this home crowd in a big way. What a swing.
Here comes Austin Riley. He was a strikeout victim his first time. That one's in there, 0-1. Riley with some impressive production lately. And it's fouled away.
You don't stick at the major league level unless you can string together consistently solid performances. Right now, he's showing us why he's lasted in the big leagues.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout. But they draw within 1 thanks to the. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters are performed up to this point. Peters back to work. Check swing called strike. Strike 1. Just missed.
1-1.
And that one misses up and in. 2-1.
2-1.
Checks his swing. Now would appeal to third. And yes, he did. He went around. And it remains 2-2. Got him looking, and he didn't like the call.
Pretty electric stuff showing up on the mound right now. I mean, in the double-digit strikeouts, he should be able to rack up some more before he's done in this one. And you know, not many of these hitters have had much of an answer for what he's offering out there.
Albies batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. Oh, 0-2 now. Battling here as he fouls it away. 1 down, base is empty. Pitch misses there, and the count 1-2. Good job to fight that one off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Gurriel handles the chance. That's out number 2. So here's Murphy now. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1.
0-1.
Fastball for a strike at 95. Got him swinging. He notches strikeout number 150 this season. Nothing doing here this half. 5 innings complete. It's the
bat, number 1.
Peters working on a massive campaign right now, putting up some big home run numbers. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, we've seen him flex some impressive power this season, and there's still a lot of time to go. If he can keep up this pace he's on, we could be in for something really special.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back at Truist Park, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now in for the Braves, Stuart Fairchild. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. And another ball.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
And a swing and a miss.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Next offering is in for a strike.
2-2.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Jared Kellner digs in now. Just missed.
Well, I think the key, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Swing and a miss. 1-2.
1-2 is the count.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Harris at the plate now. That's ball 1. And that misses. And it's 2-0.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. That one finds the zone. And now 3-1. That one pushed to the left and foul. Here comes a 3-2. Got him looking. And he strikes out the side for the 4th time today. Braves go down quickly here. And this is still a 4. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Kevin Ginkel.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
Hard ground ball, base knock. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, he keeps the streak going with that 9th inning knock right there, coming through under pressure, and not the ideal way to get the job done, Boog, but it works.
Runner on the go in the dirt, and there's no throw. He's in there at second with a stolen base. Peters leads off second with nobody out. Here's the pitch. Runner goes again. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit out into right center. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's an RBI single, and they're up by 4.
Well, that was a great job of letting that runner steal second base, get in the scoring position, come through with the base knock. You add a run.
Peters managed to keep the hitting streak alive.
I'm sure they're glad they got the win, but if he's going to be a driver for their
Pops Peters with an incredible season so far, leading the league in OPS. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the DH, Pops Peters. Really interesting to see him continuing his career as a two-way player at the major league level. definitely always a topic of conversation around the game.
Because it's so rare in baseball history, it gets people excited. He's a great athlete to be able to do this kind of thing.
He steps on the bag. Leadoff hitter gone in the third. Back at the ballpark, and one of the things that's been happening lately, hot hitting as we take a look at the numbers this month. Smith-Shawver back to work. Ground ball right side. Albies throws to first in time. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth. One out, bases empty.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And that one ripped into right. And a base hit. And it gets by him. Makes the turn and heads for second. Not stopping. He's going for three. Not in time. He's safe. Well, he waited until the seventh, but that's the knock that'll extend his hitting streak. Singy, how much does it weigh on your mind when you're coming to the plate in the late innings with a streak going?
Yeah, quite a bit. And a hitter's supposed to say he's only focused on the current at bat. But, man, honestly, it's hard not to know that if you don't come up with the hit, your streak's over.
That one is absolutely belted. In to score is the runner from third, and they take the lead in the seventh. Throw to second, not in time. He's there easily.
Big RBI for him right there. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat.
Hard hit, right side. Albies over to first in time, and he's out. Pops Peters stands in now for the Diamondbacks. On the ground. Albies on the run. Throw to first. Nicely done for the out. Peters strung that hitting streak out for another game. Pops Peters has been on fire. One down. And here is Pops Peters. On the ground to second, might be two. Off balance feed, there's one. On to Olsen. That's two. And we're back. Now it's the second baseman, Kevin Newman. Hit on the ground to the right side. Takes it himself. One gone, bottom of the third inning. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Drake Baldwin. Kicks and fires. Line drive, base hit right field. Our second is Riley. Throw into third. The tag out. One out, base is empty.
Yeah, you got it.
Hammered, and this one could be extra bases. Around first, heading for two. Throws to second. He's in there. And that extends his hitting streak yet again. This is starting to get pretty interesting, Singy.
Yeah, and the way he's going, it seems like there's no...
He's trying for third. In the dirt, blocked. Throws sails on him, and it takes off down the line. He'll score, and it's 1-0. The batter now, Kevin Newman.
Second baseman, Newman.
This one popped up, right side.
Mine. You got it.
Squeezes it, and that will end the inning. Braves are set down 1-2. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Blaze Alexander getting ready to hit. Snap throw to first. And they got him. Here's Garrett Hampson.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Ground ball right side, could be two. Off balance feed, there's one. Double play. They can't seem to break through. And now it's going to be Pops Peters. Lifted in the air, right center field. And there are 2 outs. Peters added one more to that hitting streak.
Well, definitely a strong game at the plate.
Pops Peters ready to go in this one. This breakout star has been a model of consistency. 2 on, 1 out. Peters will hit next. Ground ball left side, could be 2. And he can't come up with it. No throw, safe at first. And we'll see if it's an error. So bases all loaded up. Stepping in, Gabriel Moreno. The other way, puts it away for the out.
A perfect result for the defense. A line drive out that doesn't score a run, and it takes away the opportunity for that sacrifice fly. You can't ask for much more. That's the outcome they wanted.
Line drive, base hit. 1 runs in. Here comes the throw. Safe. And the runner from second scores on the play. We are tied at 2.
Down in the count, battling to stay alive, and just a nice job to put it in play.
He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat, just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Next to hit for Arizona, Jake McCarthy. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. Swing and a high fly ball left field. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. They get 2 and draw even again. We played 2 full. We are tied 2-2. Bottom of the 4th, and now the first baseman, Pops Peters.
Peter.
Swing and a liner, base hit out into right center field. Wide throw, and it gets away. And he's into second with nobody out.
And that hit carries a little extra meaning, Boog. It keeps his hitting streak going. He is dialed in at the dish right now.
I don't think there's a more confident hitter in all of baseball right now. Look, he's trying for third. Squirts away a little bit. Throw to third, and he's in there easily. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away. To the right side. There for the out. Runner scores from third.
So important to really lock in on an at-bat like this. It seems easy with the infield back, but you've got to make sure you put the ball in play. Put it on the ground, brought that run in.
Grounder might be 2. Off-balance feed, there's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there. 1 out, base is empty. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Makes the turn and heads for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball.
Runner takes off for third. Swing, and that's ripped towards right center. And there's a hit. The run comes in to score from second. It's an RBI single, and it's now a 2-run game. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here's the first baseman, Pops Peters. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above that. Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. His 34th of the season. And they add to the lead. It's 9-6.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Up the middle, and that one handled. throws to first in time. That ends the inning. In the inning, Peters really excelled in this one and contributed to the win. A 3-hit performance, including a homer.
I'll tell you, Boog, I was excited every time he came up. When a player is locked in like he was, it's a really special feeling. Great job in this one.
Pops Peters getting ready. He's on an Pops Peters stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Singing, even casual fans have heard this guy's name. Of course, he's the rare major leaguer who both pitches and hits. I mean, towards right center. That's well struck. And it hits the fence. One run across. Here comes Gurriel. The relay throw. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 left. We head on down to the top. 1 out, bases empty. Cabrera with some less than fantastic work on the hill lately. That one ripped. And there's 2 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
White back to work. That one is absolutely belted. And that's going to bang against the wall. Not stopping. He's going for 3. Caught in a rundown now. And they tag him out. Peters kept the hitting streak going in this one.
I really liked how he looked in this one. He consistently came to the plate with a solid plan, and it showed in the results.
Pops Peters, the star of the show, getting ready to showcase his skills on the diamond. So almost ready to get underway, and towing the slab in this one, Pops Peters. Chris, his strikeout rate this year among the best all time.
He's truly one of the elite strikeout pitchers in the league. I mean, strikeouts per 9 off the chart. So the opposing team, they know they have their work cut out for them anytime they're facing this guy or a guy like this that's going to get the swings and misses. Pretty much in a class of his own when it comes to that category.
Otto Lopez, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Just missed. And that one missing low. That one's in there, and that is strike 1. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
Okay.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Carroll makes the grab. 1 down. So up next, Dane Myers. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Peters, the rookie of the year from a year ago. He features a 4-seam fastball, a cutter, a curve, and he works in a sinker. Carroll makes the grab for the 2nd out. 2 outs, base is empty. Now, Xavier Edwards. 4 for 8 in the series so far. He was late there, strike 1. 2 outs, base is empty. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. Gets it there in time, though. He keeps his composure, and they get the out. Nothing doing here this half. And now the Diamondbacks will get their first turn at bat. No score. Back here in the desert, top of the second. Here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Connor Norby. That one a little bit high, and that's ball one.
Looks like he thinks that should have been a strike at the top of the zone, but doesn't seem to be too upset. That's just a case where I think he's trying to get a better feel for the umpire's strike zone and what he's going to be calling. That's just a part of pitching.
Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. His 7th home run of the season, and they jump out front. It's 1-0. Griffin Conine, the next up for the Marlins. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one. Conine, in his 2nd season, hitting 5th in today's lineup, and he was a 2nd-round pick back in 2018.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Kyle Stowers, the next up for the Marlins. That one missed. Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike one. And a big swing and a miss.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Tosses across to first, and there are 2 outs.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
Jake Burger, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike one. And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter. Goes down looking for strikeout. Called strike. Pick up a run of the solo shot and take the lead. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Marlins 1. Now here is Pops Peters.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field, but he can jump you if you make a mistake.
Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That's back. Around from second is the tying run. Banks off the wall. Here's the tag, and he's out. Inning over, and it could have been worse. So it's 1 run on 2 base hits. No errors, and no one left. We played on to the 3rd inning. Here's the catcher, Agustin Ramirez. Fastball for a strike. Ramirez launched a homer in his most recent game. Next offering is in for a strike. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
On the ground, and that one finds its way through. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. So the lineup flips over, and up next for Miami, Otto Lopez. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's 2 away. Now the number 2 hitter, Dane Myers. Swing and a miss.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Got him. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. Peters back to work. In the air, left side. Gurriel on the run. Snags it on the run. And there's 1 away. Connor Norby, the next up for the Marlins. Check swing, and he went. Strike 1. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. 1 out, base is empty. Got him swinging. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. So digging in, Griffin Conine. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. And that's in there for strike 1. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Gosh, a little late on that breaking ball. I don't think he recognized it out of the hand. Just a little tardy. Gonna have to regroup here.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. And the Marlins down quietly. Score remains tied 1-1. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Swing and a miss at 99 miles an hour. Stowers measures 6 feet 2 inches, 215 pounds, and he's usually in left field, but today he's patrolling center. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. In time to get him. 1 away on the strikeout.
We see a lot of pitchers working the upper part of the zone these days, especially late in the count. But here, he goes high and hard twice to start the at-bat. At that point, it's really tough to have any idea what's coming next if you're in the box. Makes you very vulnerable to a good breaking ball like that down below the zone.
Swing and a miss. That's strike 2.
Well, typically left fielders have the least amount of range in the outfield, so for him to take the responsibility in center field in this one, he's going to really need his corner teammates to help him out in the gaps.
And here's the catcher, Agustin Ramirez. Struck out swinging his first time. On the ground to the left, Perdomo. In plenty of time to first, and that will down in order. Still tied, 1-1. Back here at Chase Field, we head to the bottom of the 5th. And now the DH, Pops Peters. Cut on and lifted in the air. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 1 up, 1 down. And at the plate for Miami, Davison De Los Santos. There's a strike.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
And that misses. Now 1-2. Got him swinging.
Well, he's showing some pretty dominating stuff out there in this one, not just in terms of swing and miss, but also in terms of command. You know, all those strikeouts, they kind of speak for themselves, but when you don't walk anyone, you're demonstrating that you have the confidence in your abilities to truly go right after opposing batters.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. The D-backs up by a run, and we're the top half of the 6th. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Now at 10 Ks with still a few innings left, so expect him to add on to that total. And you know, pitchers are looking to have a strikeout per inning. I mean, that's excellent work. The way it looked.
Oh, look at this. The throw, nicely done for the out.
Well, it was a great job of doing the math. He had the perfect angle, diving stop, completes the play, and that ends the inning.
Still only 1 out here in the inning. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Puts it away for the out. 2 away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Peters back to work. Edwards up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss. In there at the knees. And now it's even 1-1. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Pretty nasty cutter right there, and you're seeing that pitch, that location a lot more these days, and you can see why. Very difficult for hitters. I think the great Mariano Rivera can at least partially be credited for that thanks to the career he had with the cutter. It was just dominant. I tell you what, I felt like it was a moral victory whenever I could put that pitch in play. So I can feel for the guy right there walking back to the dugout.
Freese steps on the bag. 2 up, 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. At the plate, Griffin Conine. Close, but called a ball. And that's ball 1. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now it doesn't strikeouts for him in this one. This one pretty well decided at this. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start 2 days ago. Now it's the DH, Pops Peters. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball instead of just weak contact and ball.
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. Home run number 35 on the year. It's 8-2. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Really great job of anticipation there. He knows he throws the sinker. That one down in the zone. You're trying to beat it to the spot it's getting to. Well, he won.
Peters with his 15th win of the season in this one.
Yeah, really showing why his teammates hold him in such high regard, Boog. He's a competitor out there on the mound, and it's rare to see him have an absolute clunker of an outing.
Pops Peters ready to go in this one. This breakout. Pops Peters will hit next.
Peter.
Swung on, belted. Back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. 1 out, base is empty. Hard ground ball, base knock. So back to the top of the Arizona lineup. Now Jake McCarthy. Runner on the go, and he hits a ground ball right side. The flip to the pitcher covering. Out on a bang-bang play, but he made it close.
Well, the runner from first stealing all the way right there and being very aggressive, continuing on to third. The infielders have to shut him down, give him a look, do something to prevent that guy from getting to third.
This one in the dirt. And it's a ball and a strike as the runner holds. Left field, Schwarber. And that'll do it. Go ahead run on base. Now it's the DH, Gavin Sheets. Man at second. Towards first, Peters. He'll do it himself. That's the first out, the top of the 7th.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a knock, but at the end of the day, it's a good at-bat.
Ground ball, Naylor. And he takes it himself for the out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at-bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Tying run at first, the winning run at the plate. That one down the line, and that's just foul.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first isn't.
Ripped on the ground to second. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Padres claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense. Peters added one more to that hitting. Pops as he carries a 20-game hitting streak into this one. It's the so runner at second, 2 down. Here's the left fielder, Kyle Schwarber. Trying to bunt his way on. Takes it himself. That ends the frame of the bunt attempt. So they're all loaded up. Peters digs in now.
It's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance. Gone! Big dog's gotta eat. That'll fire up the dugout. His 36th home run of the season, and now they're out in front. It's 4-0. That adds another game to his hitting streak, Chris.
Yeah, he's been doing so many things well at the plate and clearly driving the ball with some authority as part of that. He's really dangerous with the bat in his hands right now.
Runner at second, 2 down. Right side, Naylor. Throws to first in time. 3rd out. Here's Josh Naylor. 1 out, base is empty. And he tries a drag bunt towards first. Peters. And he handles it himself for the out.
Well, I'm pretty sure he took a look around the infield to see where they were playing before laying that one down. And everyone was playing back. You assume that's going to be a pretty easy knock, but he just couldn't put it down in the right spot to allow him to beat that out. Maybe the right idea, but he just couldn't pull it off.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. Tatis settles underneath it. Makes the grab, and the inning is over. No runs, one hit, no errors, and a man left. We're through 6 full. It's the Diamondbacks 4 and the Padres 2. First and second, 2 outs. Peters now at the plate. He's already homered in this game. Ripped to right. And that will end the inning. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. 9th inning coming up. It's the Diamondbacks 5 and the Padres 3. Peters really stood out in this win. Had only 1 hit but made it count with a homer.
I'll tell you, Boog, I was excited every time he came up. When a player is locked in like he was, it's a really special feeling. Great job in this one.
Pops Peters ready to put on a show, playing as the league leader in home runs. Back here at Chase Field, and now here is Luis Campusano. On the ground, right side. Steps on first for the out. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Now here's Jake Cronenworth. And the pitch. Swing and a ball popped up. Peters makes the play, and that's the 3rd out. No runs on 2 hits. No errors. Pops Peters stands in now for the Diamondbacks. And that one hammered. Merrill, long run, hits the fence. Now around second, going for 3rd. The relay, he's safe, and that's a triple off the wall. And that extends his hitting streak yet again. This is starting to get pretty interesting, Singy.
Yeah, and the way he's going, it seems like there's no end in sight. This is a guy that no pitcher wants to face right now, especially with runners on base. I mean, he's doing all the little things right, and it just seems like he's in cruise control at the plate.
So the lineup flips over. Now it's going to be Jake McCarthy. In the dirt, blocked. Nothing doing. Count moves to 1-1. That one to first. Naylor there for the out. Runner scores from 3rd.
Good situational hitting right there. Grounds out, gets that run in from 3rd. They get on the board first.
And we're back. Bottom of the 6th inning. And here is Pops Peters. Kolek back to work. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Schwarber sizing this one up. And there's 1 down. 2 out, space is empty. High fly ball right field. Tatis. He's there. He's got it. And that's the end. Peters kept the hitting streak going in this one.
Well, definitely a strong game at the plate, and it's safe to say he made a difference for him.
Pops Peters with an incredible season. All set for the start of the inning. And now the DH, Pops Peters. Gray back to work. And he grounds one to the right side, but that rolls foul. 0-1. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Cruz corrals it, and there's one down. Peters in his second season, 22 years old, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. Swing and a chopper out to short. One away here in the fifth. Runner at first with no outs here. Line drive, Adam in center field.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time, as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So a man aboard now with one away. So up next, Micah Pries. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. To first, and he breaks for second. Runner goes again. Pitch is high. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Clearly not content with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead in today's game, and now they've got a good chance of adding on.
Runner goes again. Ripped to short. Slinging it to first in time. So a runner at third, 2 men out. Jake McCarthy will hit next. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Garcia makes the play, and that is Peters kept the hitting streak alive.
I'm sure they're glad they got the win, but if he's going to be a driver for their offense, he needs.
Pops Peters, the league leader in wins, preparing to take the hill. Can the ace deliver another gem in this one? Back here with my pal Singy, and today's starter, Pops Peters. What's the word on him?
Well, he's been a very dependable starter for his club, and what stands out for me is that left-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 against him, and it just tells me they have a hard time tracking the baseball. Maybe it's the release point, maybe it's the motion, but just some way, somehow, they've got to figure out a way to pick it up and try to have some success from the left side.
Way high.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning, get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Yeah, that's in for a strike. And it's 2-1 now. And a swing and a miss.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Outside corner, got him looking.
Well, I'm not really sure why he let that one go by. I mean, out of the hand, it had a lot of the strike zone. Sure, it had some good arm side run at the end to move to the outside part of the plate, but with 2 strikes, you got to be ready to swing it there, and you can't leave it in the umpire's hands.
One down, base is empty. On the ground. Tosses to first, and 2 quick outs in the bottom of the first here tonight. And now up for Washington, James Wood. Up the middle, Marte whips it to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing across here this half. Second inning. New inning getting started. And now Pops Peters. He's a major topic of conversation, the rare two-way player at the big league level. It's pretty early on in his major league career, but it's driving a lot of excitement around the game.
Yeah, Boog, hard to not get excited about a player with this much.
Warning track, wall, and you can touch them all, baseball man. That'll fire up the dugout. His 37th homer of the year, and they add to their lead. It's 3-0. Singy, he's got a nice hitting streak going, and he extends it another game with that swing.
So locked in right now, Boog, and clearly it's not like he's just stringing singles together during this streak. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Peters, he isn't really known as a starting pitcher that's going to get you deep into the start. It's not that he's not capable, he just hasn't proven that he can do it yet. Check swing, called strike.
He's got such great stuff. You just don't know from start to start whether it's a potential no-hitter or it's a guy that's only going to give you 3 or 4 innings.
Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes and 1 away.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
0-2 is the count.
Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Catcher has it, fires to first. And there's 2 gone following the strikeout.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday. Another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now. But for the most part, with that kind of stuff, you expect him to get to the middle of the ball game.
In there for a strike at the top of the zone. And what about analytics? Because one of the ways it seems like they've contributed to the trend is it's not just about are you capable of getting deep. Now focusing on the numbers, maybe the matchup is better. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. So no runs, no hits, no errors. The Diamondbacks 3. Runner at second, 2 down.
Designated hitter, Peter.
Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. Coming home, he will score, and it's an RBI single. It's 5-0. Gabriel Moreno stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Check on the runner. Peters back in on a dive. Runner on the move. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into right field. Coming home. The relay. There's the tag. They get him. And that's the inning. 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling. Lifted in the air down the left side. And it drops in. So a runner aboard to start the inning. And now it's Keibert Ruiz. Just missed. Next offering is in for a strike. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
And a good eye there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
On the ground, right side, and foul ball. Garcia gets his lead at first with nobody out. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And here's the DH for Washington, Brady House. And first offering is fouled off. And the pitch. Late with the swing there.
Just a bit late on that 0-1 breaking ball. 0-2 hole now. He's going to have to shorten up, tighten things up if he's going to have a good at bat.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. John Birdie at the plate. Just missed. Right through there for a strike. Popped up to the left into foul ground. And that's the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one left. 3 innings. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the center fielder, Jacob Young. That one a little bit high. And that is ball 1. Swings through that one for strike 1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Puts it away for the out. James Wood digging in for the Nationals. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
All ones the count.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
0-2.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Just absolutely rolling on the mound. He's looking very much on his game in the early parts of this one, Boog. Fully on the attack, these hitters.
That's 7 strikeouts already, so he's got a good pace going, no doubt. Swing and a miss. And the count even 1-1. Swings through that one for strike 2. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Peters measures 6 feet 6 inches, 255 pounds, and he's the reigning National League Rookie of the Year. High in the air, out to right. Cruz moving under this one. He makes the grab, and is that. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Up now for Washington.
He's a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field, but he can jump you if you make a mistake.
Peters back to work. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Nationals, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. Just 1 base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They have guys in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for him yet.
Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K. Next to hit for the Nats, Dylan Cruz. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. This one popped up. Marte makes the grab on the run. 2 outs, base is empty. And now it's Luis Garcia. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Check swing, called strike. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
And a swing and a miss. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. It's the Diamondbacks 5 and the Nationals nothing. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Top of the zone for a called strike. Fly ball down the line. Gurriel trying to get there. And he makes the catch. 1 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
And a big swing and a miss.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Marte handles, throws to first. That's it out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Birdie at the plate now. That's ball 1.
Now this manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath, relax, and let it naturally happen.
Next offering is in for a strike. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. And down on strikes he goes. And he keeps putting up the Ks. That's number 11. Nothing doing for Washington. Still looking. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. John Curtis.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Cruz squeezes it, and a quick out, number 1.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very...
Pops Peters ready to go in this one. This breakout star has been a model. Back here in Nationals Park. 2nd inning set to go. Now it's the DH, Pops Peters. Hers back to work. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. His 2nd homer of this series, and they tack one on the board. It's 2-0. That adds another game to his hitting streak, Chris.
Yeah, he's been doing so many things well at the plate and clearly driving the ball with some authority as part of that. He's really dangerous with the bat in his hands right now.
1 out, base is empty. And there's a hit. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving.
Now snap throw to first. Dives back, and he's out. We haven't seen a break in the weather, and the umpires might be forced to make a decision soon.
Yeah, I think so, Boog. I mean, everyone looking and wondering when they're going to stop play. It definitely feels close.
And that'll do it. Man at first, nobody out. Now, Pops Peters. He's already homered in this game. On the ground to 3rd. And it finds its way through for a hit. And out to a board.
The catcher, number 14,
Gabriel Moreno stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Ground ball could be 2. 1 at 2nd and 2 in time to first for the double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
So 2 away with nobody on. Next up for the Diamondbacks, Pops Peters. He's already homered here in this one. And a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
First offering, runner goes on the ground to the left. Fires over to first, and the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. To the bottom of the 9th we go. Top of the order, due up. Peters really stood out in this win. 4 hits, 1 of them a homer.
Well, they may want to change how they approach him next time because he was just incredible.
Pops Peters with an incredible season so far, riding it. One down. Next is the speedy first baseman, Pops Peters. Hit hard to the ground and up the middle, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away. Gabriel Moreno stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
Gabriel Moreno.
Runner on the move, right side. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Now he gets it to the pitcher covering the bag. So a tough play, but they do get out number 2.
This is what it's all about on that right side of the diamond when you've got the first baseman involved and the pitcher as well. First baseman does a great job, knocks the ball down, gets away from him a little bit, doesn't panic. The pitcher's exactly where he's supposed to be.
Oh, and now a wild pitch. And they tag him out. And here is Aiden Miller. Down the right field line. That's a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
The first baseman, number 1.
Booga, never got to play at Citizens Bank Park in my career, just the old Veteran Stadium in Philadelphia, but the crowds here are just as energetic now as they were at that old park. And trust me, as an outfielder visiting.
Oh, now this one's high and deep, way back there, on its way, gone. He sends it out of here. His 39th home run of the season. It's 4-2. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
On the ground, a short could be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there. 1 out and a runner at second. Ripped on a line. Marsh makes the grab. Runner tags at second, and he's up to third safely with 2 gone. So bases loaded with 1 away. Peters now at the plate. It's interesting he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. Swinging a foul straight back. Tying run at the plate. Yeah, that's fouled off.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
In the air, left field, Rojas. And makes the grab. Runner tagging from third. That's a sacrifice fly as he comes across. It's 6-3.
Now, that can be a tough one with the bases loaded. You can try to do too much, but there he didn't. He stayed within himself. He got that run in with the sac fly. Would have been nice if the runners behind.
Pops Peters with an incredible season so far, leading the league in OPS. Digging in, Pops Peters. Really interesting to see him continuing his career as a two-way player at the major league level. Definitely always a topic of conversation around the game.
Because it's so rare in baseball history, it gets people excited. He's a great athlete to be able to do this kind of thing.
Nola fires. Line drive, and that's a base hit to right. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. Jordan Lawler stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. In the dirt. Throw. Save. That's a stolen base. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
You know, having a good lead is so key when you're stealing bases, even if you've got great speed. But if you don't have great speed but can get an extended lead and a good jump.
Runner goes again. Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. Pulls it in on the warning track. Jake McCarthy stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Man at second. Runner takes off. Ground ball right side. Stop. Now the throw to first on the run. And they get the out. So no runs.
The first baseman, number 1, Bob Peters.
Well, these Diamondbacks doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count.
Harper, good feed, that's one. And they turn the double play. Runner in scoring position, no outs. And the batter now, Trey Turner. Man at second. Drops a bunt down the first base side. Peters in there safely. JT Realmuto steps in.
The catcher, JT Realmuto.
One down, Phillies down a run. On the ground, could be two. Off balance speed, there's one. And that's two. So they... Swing and a high fly ball left field. Crawford. And a couple of quick outs. And we're back. And here's the first baseman, Pops Peters. Hit hard on the ground to short. Turner with the throw to first. One up, one down.
Well, we talk about how the ball is coming out of the pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
Peters kept the hitting. Pops Peters ready to put on a show, playing as the league leader in home runs this season. So two down. Pops Peters digs in now. And that one lifted in the air, center field. Marsh makes the grab, and that'll do it. Hard hit, left field, base hit. The relay to second, not in time. He's safe. And his hitting streak continues. There have been almost no bad days for him in the past month.
This guy's running hot, Boog, and people around the league are paying serious attention to this streak now, especially the pitchers that are trying to slow him down.
Swing and a ground ball. Stott over to first in time. And he has thrown 4. One out, base is empty. That one is absolutely belted. And one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. He's in with a double, and that's his second double of the night.
He has had such a good day today. I don't think he's going to want to leave when it's over.
Couple of doubles today for the DH. One out. Runner at second. Next to hit for Arizona, Micah Pries. Runner breaks for third. Squirts away a little bit. Throw to third. Save. That wasn't close. And a swing and a line drive at a right field. Squeezes it. Runner tags for home. Throw is offline, and he scores. It's 5-1.
Good piece of hitting right there. He's thinking off the bat, that's getting down for extra bases, but nice job of the outfielder running it down, making the catch. Still comes away with the sac fly, though, RBI.
And that one is lifted in the air. Castellanos sizes this one up. Hauls it in for the out. And there's one down. Peters added one more to that hitting streak.
No question that he delivered at the dish for him. Even though it wasn't enough to get them the W, this was a good showing at the plate.
Pops Peters is getting ready to go. He's already showing signs of why many are calling him one of the most promising young talents this season. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. And on the hill here today, Pops Peters. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of, tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Breaking ball misses down and away.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. 2 hits in the game last night. Peters, the rookie of the year from a year ago. He features a four-seam fastball, a cutter, a curve, and he works in a sinker.
Well, as a hitter, you're hoping that the command on that sinker doesn't come until later in the ball game. But if that's how it's going to be all day, it's going to be a tough one for the offense. Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
And now here is Harper. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. And strike 2.
First 2 hitters get punched out on strikes. Take some notes from the dugout. When you get
got him. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start. 3 up, 3 down for him there. We move on to inning. New inning getting started. Leading off, Pops Peters.
So easy to look at the big boys in this lineup, but he has been a pleasant surprise all season long.
Wheeler back to work. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. So he goes the opposite way with that one. Home run number 40 on the year. And they add to the lead. It's 3-0. That adds another game to his hitting streak, Chris.
Yeah, he's been doing so many things well at the plate and clearly driving the ball with some authority as part of that. He's really dangerous with the bat in his hands right now. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Castellanos at the plate now. Peters measures 6 feet 6 inches, 255 pounds, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. Swings through that one for strike 2.
0-2.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Alec Bohm stands in now and watches strike 1. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
0-2.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Came after him with the fastball on 0-2, and that's a pretty good demonstration of what power pitching is all about. He's got the stuff, obviously, and right there he used it to put his opponent away without needing to waste any pitches.
That one finds the zone, and it's 0-2.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable.
Well, got to pause on that. Phillies down in order. 2 out, space is empty. Hard hit, right side. The throw to first, and that is that. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
Whips it to first. 1 gone, bottom of the 3rd inning. Aiden Miller, the next to hit. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Miller with some struggles at the plate recently, not uncommon for rookies. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
You know, Boog, at the start of my career, I got only 3 hits in my first month, but I kept at it, and I finished the year hitting 300. I know he's going through it a bit right now, but he's capable of figuring it out.
Justin Crawford at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
0-2.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. 9 straight retired here to start the game. It's the Diamondback 6. Back here in Philadelphia, this is Bryson Stott. And that one clips the corner.
Love coming to Citizens Bank Park. Best ice cream in all of the league at the press level. It's only been around since 2004, but plenty of awesome history here already. It's the only stadium with multiple postseason no-hitters. Remember, Roy Halladay did it back in 2010, and the Houston Astros threw a combined no-no in Game 4 of the 2022 World Series.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Just absolutely rolling on the mound. He's looking very much on his game in the early parts of this one, Boog. Fully on the attack with these hitters.
That's 7 strikeouts already, so he's got a good pace going, no doubt.
2 strikes.
And here it comes. Cut on and miss, struck him out. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Harper in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
0-2.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Phillies go down quietly in the inning. They still find themselves down 6-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now here is Nick Castellanos. Peters back to work. Castellanos, multi-time All-Star, 34-year-old vet, a former first-round pick back in 2010. Swing and a miss, and the count is 0-2. And there's a ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Struck him out. He says, I don't care about draft rounds. Take a seat. And here comes Alec Bohm. Went down on strikes his first time through. Tap foul at the plate. Bohm, the third overall pick in the 2018 draft out of Wichita State. That one catches the zone, and it's 0-2. The Phillies hitless so far in the game. Struck him out looking.
I'm not saying it wasn't a strike or, you know, it was a ball, whatever, but just the location with that velocity. It's hard enough, to, even if the velocity's not great, but that velocity, that location, tip your cap.
Real Muto batting for the second time, and that's strike one. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
0-2.
2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Goes down looking for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side for the 4th time today. So it's the Diamondbacks 6 and the Phillies nothing. Back here in Philadelphia, top 6. Now it's the DH, Pops Peters. There's a swing and a drive. And it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. The throw to second is offline. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that.
He's trying for third. Now one gone in the top of the 6th. The tag, and he's out at the plate. And that's a double play. Welcome back, and take a look at some hot hitting in this series as we check out the numbers. Late on that fastball.
Well, the guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter. You got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
In for a strike. 1-2.
Boog, that hook's looking pretty sharp today. Just a solid pitching performance so far, and I really think it's because of that curveball.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Aiden Miller stands in for the Phillies. First offering, and it just misses. 1 out, base is empty. Next offering is in for a strike.
Good looking fastball right there. Surprised he didn't take a rip at that. I think he got locked up a little bit.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. A big performance on the mound. Lots of strikeouts. That was number 14.
Yeah, clearly trusting his stuff in this one, Boog. Feeling really good about what he's working with, and that really allows a guy to attack hitters. You know, such an important mindset to have out there on the mound, especially when you're ahead in the count with 2 strikes.
Now 1-1.
That's the ball.
The Phils with a lot of ground to make up here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss. Now 1-2.
1-2 is the count.
Struck him out swinging. And he strikes out the side for the 5th time today. Incredible. So we're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Kevin Ginkel.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
And now the DH, Pops Peters. He launched the solo shot back in the 2nd inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
Dives, and he can't hang on. The throw is still in time, and they do get the 2nd out of the inning.
Pretty flashy with the bare hand grab right there. Kind of risky, but man, he made it look easy.
Peters with his 40th homer of the season in this game.
And still racking up the long balls, Boog. I love the energy in the stands when he comes to the
Pops Peters with an incredible season so far. So next is the designated hitter for the D-backs, Pops Peters. Singing, even casual fans have heard this guy's name and hits. I mean, you're talking about a rarity both historically and in the modern game.
Yeah, and you don't have to be Babe Ruth or Shohei Ohtani for this to be impressive. He's proved his tremendous talent by taking the two-way role this far.
Over to first, and the inning is over. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Roop back to work. On the ground right side, and that's just foul. 0-1. Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. And now the first baseman, Micah Pries. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Runners on the move. In the dirt. No throw. Double steal. They're both safe. Both runners move up, 2 in scoring position now. And that takes away the double play. This one belted deep left field, on its way, gone. That should put a jolt into this home crowd. His first homer of the year, and they add to the lead. It's 4-0. Chris, we knew this moment was coming for him soon.
Yep, and it finally came. We knew it was only a matter of time before he's going to connect with one just like that. Just too good of a hitter at the plate.
Clobber to right field, way back, gone. He'll circle the bases. His 41st home run of the season. It's 6-0. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. He got on plane with that high fastball, and look how his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Absolutely crushed that pitch.
That one ripped left field. Pops over the wall, and that's an automatic double.
That ball exploded off his bat and off the warning track as well as it bounced over the fence. And it sounded really good, too. He just put together a really nice...
Tries to get back and save. Peters at second with nobody out. Runner on the go again. Soft contact in the air, puts it away for the out. To second with the throw and no chance to get back. It's a double play. Peters had a sensational showing in the win. Had 3 hits, 1 of them a homer.
Such a tremendous effort at the dish.
Pops Peters looking to extend his unbelievable 30-game hitting streak in this one. So 2 down. Now up next for Arizona, Pops Peters. Foul ball. Peters launched a homer in his most recent game. 2 outs. There's a swing and a drive. Gone! That ball was crushed. A solo shot. His 2nd homer of this series, and they close the gap. It's 6-2. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. There was a sinker up in the zone. It looked like it came out of the pitcher's hand a little bit too early. Doesn't have the velocity that good four-seam fastball does. And at the plate, he didn't miss it.
That one down the line. The throw to second. Back to first. Not in time. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. And it hops over the wall for an automatic double.
Automatic double?
It's automatic double. It's not a ground rule double. So 2 on with 2 away. Here's the catcher, Gabriel Moreno. Swing and a high fly ball, deep left field. Going back. Pulls it in on the warning track. Runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. So runner at second, 2 down. Here's a cleanup hitter for the Giants, Elliot Ramos. And that bunted towards first. He steps on the bag. That ends the frame of the bunt attempt. 1 hit. Runners are at the corners, 1 away. Webb with a stellar run lately on the mound, really carving up lineups. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there. Now the D-backs catcher, Gabriel Moreno. Right-hander kicks, deals. Runner on the go. On the ground. In plenty of time to first. And that's the 3rd out. Run, a hit, and a man left. And here is Matt Chapman. To short, could be 2. Quick feed to second for 1. On to first, double play. Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. Ground ball to the right side. Down the line, and it's foul. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. And that is the inning. 3 runs. Peters really excelled in this one and contributed to the win.
Well, they may want to change how they approach him next time because he was just incredible in this one. He looked like a threat.
Pops Peters with an incredible season so far, leading the league in OPS. 1 down. Jung-Hoo Lee, the next Giant to hit. Oh, 1 down. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. And that's 2. Nothing doing. Next is switch hitting first baseman, Pops Peters.
And every at-bat's a big one for him now as he looks to keep this amazing hitting streak going.
Line drive, and that's a base hit to right. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Next up for the Diamondbacks, Gabriel Moreno. And he deals. Runner takes off the other way. Base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single. And now the DH, Blaze Alexander. One at second, and that's 2. Back to the top of the lineup, and next is the designated hitter, Tyler Fitzgerald. On the ground at first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Bases loaded, 1 away. Base hit, 1 run is in. Here's the throw to the plate, and he's out.
The base runner did a great job of making that a close play at the plate with an excellent slide. Made the catcher work to get out there and put down the tag. The throw was on the money, and that's what made the difference. Big-time play to cut down a run.
Now up next for Arizona, Gabriel Moreno. to third. Throws to first. They limit the damage here. 2 out, space is empty.
First baseman, Bob Peters.
Peters in his second season, 22 years old, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He sends it out of here, and they add to their lead. It's 6-1, so the streak stays alive. His straight game with a home run.
Boog, that's like a cycle of home runs, and I know how much you love the cycle. He's absolutely punishing mistakes right now. He can't miss.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind.
Runner takes off. Swing and a ground ball. Throws to first in time, and that is that. Peters was outstanding in this ball game, helping them get the win. A 4-hit performance, including a home run.
I'll tell you, Boog, I was excited.